me a gang. That's for whoever I'm stepping. And a motherfucking weapon is kept in a stash spot for the so-called law. Push your hands with a nigga I
Chris Grant groped his balls in front of this whole room, and I'm the only person who did this? The fuck? Which brings me to my next point. White people are fucking gross. Letting your dogs lick you in the mouth. Pissing on people's faces. Although that last one I do enjoy. I'm not gonna lie. Not in like, hey, you seem like a nice lady, will you pee on me? But like, if I get a chick to squirt and she does it in my face, it's a good Friday, and I'm cool. Well, I already let the rabbit out of the bag, so I might as well keep going. My wife made me promise when I started doing stand-up that I would never talk about how good at sex I am. Because my wife doesn't understand how the world works. I'm not going to stand up here and say that I'm the Bret Hart of cunnilingus. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And then walk up to a line of open and willing vaginas. That's not how that works. But she told me, you can't tell them that you're good at eating pussy. You can't tell them that, you gotta tell them your dick game is whack. And I'm like, I'm 5'10", 350 pounds, and I've been married for 11 years. There's no way my dick game is whack, because I walk around telling jokes about raping women in the Women's Rights National Park, and my wife never left me. No one's gonna believe that. And then I remembered Ted Bundy was married for a while. And I was like, oh, fuck me. There's kind of no way around this now. I gotta just start fucking random bitches. And that's it. That's my only out now. That wasn't as funny as I thought it was gonna be. Anyway. So, speaking of fucking random bitches and micro penises and whatnot, I read that the Prince of Saudi Arabia hired the Great Khali to be his personal penis watcher. Now, for those of you who aren't autistic and wrestling nerds, the Great Khali is legitimately 7'1" tall. That man's palm is my face, and I don't give a fuck what you're working with. There is no way you can have the kind of confidence a rich-ass Saudi prince can, because he can have him murdered, by having your dick in that dude's hand. That is the ultimate test of a man. Because everything looks like a micropenis. And fellas, you know what I'm talking about. You're having a great dick day. It's hanging right. It's looking good. You took some photos, not to send to ladies indiscriminately, because you're not a piece of shit. Not enough guys laughed at that. Stop sending unsolicited dick pics. But in any event, so it's looking good. And then you're like, oh, well, it's time for the cleaning. And the Great Khali's, or Chas, what you need, boss, comes in and is like, it looks like a toddler's dick in his hand. And you're like, no, I gotta kill you now. I have to kill you. But maybe that's just me, I don't know. Maybe I'm not secure enough with my dick size. I thought I was, until I thought about the Great Khali holding it. And then I was like, why am I spending so much time thinking about the Great Khali holding my dick? And then I asked my wife to show me her boobs. And she was like, what? And I was like, I'm just experimenting. Just experiment. I need to know if they still work. It's all right. I'm not gay. I still love boobs. I get out of here on this one. So, my job, let's see, how do I put this? Will hire anyone who is capable of filling out the application, which is a terrifying statement when you realize I work with at-risk youth. But being that means that we get fresh out of high school, like people applying to be residential counselors. And I got called to an assistance call. I walk in the door, there's all kinds of crazy shit going on. There's a baby crying, and I'm like, where the fuck did the baby come from? There are people screaming. There's a kid off to my right just calmly doing a puzzle. I'm like, he's a serial killer. And this girl comes running up to me again. The staff are young. Sometimes they look like residents. Sometimes we don't know which one's which. You gotta look for the badge. She had the badge in her hand, and she just buries her head in my chest and starts crying. And I'm like, oh, shit. It's okay, this job is crazy. Don't worry about it. These kids will test you sometimes. It's fine. And I kind of pulled her off to the side because I don't want the kids to see their staff losing her fucking shit. That was a resident. She grabbed the staff's keys because they fell out of his pocket while he was wrestling this 6 foot, 300 pound fucking 12-year-old named Marissa. And I don't know if you guys have ever admitted to someone you service that your job is insane and your clients kind of suck a little bit. Yep, I just passed her off to somebody else. I almost fucked up. And then I went home.